Good evening, my esteemed watchers, and welcome to another episode of Poison Point. I'm your host, Neo, and tonight, well, we have a very, very special guest joining us for a very special occasion. Welcome to the final episode of the month and of the season overall. I hope you're excited. I have been waiting for this moment for a very long time because Banshee is someone that I hold a very high regard for. Of course, BK. These are all season. It's a seasonal thing. I try to do it every 2 months. You probably didn't notice the last one because it was a little bit less extravagant. the changeover, but it happens. Welcome on in, Wispy, Ike, Chance, Nyx, Tatsuya, Cthulhu, Trevor. By the way, you three, thank you for the follows. Spyro, and I believe that is everyone that hopped on in. Oh, and Wolfie, thank you all for stopping on by. I appreciate your time, and I know it is a bit late in the evening, but this is my perfect time. Also, for those of you who are joining us today, I am trying out the guest star feature. Did it help out at all? Did you all get notified of things? Because this is something that I'm not sure. Like one of those features that are kind of vague overall. So, yes, okay, and it does show the mini Banshee right next to my name. Yes, which is adorable, by the way. I love it. It's very cute. Yep. Okay. Perfect. Awesome. I'm glad to see that it did work. This feature is really cool. I'm not gonna lie. It has a little bit of a strange requirement, but it's easily worked around, thankfully. Well, I hope that everyone has had a great start to their weekend. I am technically the start of your week's end, so do with that what you will. But for me, the weekend has just begun. My work week is long and toiling, another 30 hours, so I'll be a hater for the future if you need me to. Well, I have zero complaints except for those little finicky steps that you have to step through, but regardless. I hope the main bulk of everyone's week was okay, and I hope that, well, you can rest up, prepared for the next little bit of your lives. Never used it, so I wouldn't know. It is a beta feature, as far as I'm aware. You have to request access. You can find it in your control panel, and, well, your Twitch control panel, I should say. And it seems to, like, I got it after, like, a week of waiting. I don't know if anybody is, like, prioritized or anything like that, but we'll see. We'll see. It seems like a nifty little feature. So, that's all I have to say about it. But yes, how was everybody's day? It is still hot, but it was cooler than all the other days of the week. You know, a whopping 83 as opposed to 90, which is a big difference, I know. Why did that sound so ominous? Whatever do you mean? I'm never ominous. I'm only cute, cuddly, and these claws were meant for scratching your back. And, you know, injecting just a touch of poison into them. Listen, you'll find very quickly that all of the guests that have joined me opposite in that chair have been pricked by this finger. And, well, poison runs deep. Nanashi, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoy your infection. It is warm and comforting, and full of nice fuzzies. I will also, by the way, tweak those shout-out things. So, yeah, if you haven't already, obviously our guest tonight is BansheeBOO. So if you have not followed him, make sure that you do. And if you would like to join the Discord, I'm going to be revamping it because I have a few extra things that I wanted to add. You can do that using the link up there. And if you want to see this episode after it's been, well, uploaded, you can go to my socials. See if that pops up. It did not pop up the one up there, but you can follow me on TikTok and YouTube. I will have that one will be going through. I'm actually going to cancel that for that because still, again, figuring out timing on everything, extremely difficult. You wouldn't believe it, but timing is crucial for everything. I did not know a ghost could be infected, but that's cool. Listen, anything's possible in the Poison Point Suite, but don't ask too many questions. That's for me to know and you to never talk about again. Let's get a little bit of... There we go. Little adjustment right there. Alright, I'm going to talk about what exactly, Chance. You are such a cute little rat. Okay, we're going to disable this. Because I don't want those, that social thing going through infinite times, because that tends to happen. Oh my goodness, I apologize. I just smacked the microphone very hard for flicking like that. Just pretend I backslapped you. Backslap ASMR. You like that, right? That's what the kids are into these days? I don't even know. Alright. Without further ado. Yeah, boom. Hopefully, if you weren't awake, now you are. Good morning. Okay. Without further ado, introducing our guest for this evening. It's the one and only BansheeBOO.
Hello.
Hello, Banshee.
Hello.
We're receiving word that well, everything worked out flawlessly. Your transport into this realm was flawless, and I hope that is something of comfort to you.
I always love good connection. I'm a gamer. I don't like lag and stuff, you know.
Yeah, no ping. I made sure that we got the
No ping.
top quality realm internet for you.
I'm glad.
Well, welcome on in, Banshee. I am very, very happy to have you here tonight. I have been waiting for this moment all month long. You have no idea how excited I have been to interview you tonight.
I've been excited too. Don't worry.
Well, that is wonderful to hear. Now, Banshee, I gotta know, what do you do? Like, what is the games that you stream? Because I literally work the exact time frame, and I'm at my busiest exactly when you stream. So it's hard to catch a stream from you. But tell us what you stream normally.
So I specialize in playing mostly Nintendo games. My strongest being classic Super Nintendo games like A Link to the Past, Donkey Kong, platformers like that. I'm a huge Mario fan, basically huge Nintendo. There's a bunch of Nintendo games that I haven't played, but it's mostly Kirby, Mario, Zelda, Donkey Kong, etc. But a lot of it is mostly Zelda, but there is also a huge selection of party-like games that I will also play. I love Fall Guys. I love any type of party games where you can get a bunch of friends in a collab and ruin their life, like Mario Party, Pummel Party, Golf with your friends, those types of games. I'm just a very outgoing and I feel like I'm pretty positive. I feel like I'm very positive, outgoing, and I always like meeting new friends and, just vibing with them.
Well, and there you have it. I hope that, despite the fact that I have poisoned you, which don't question, by the way, we can still be friends.
Huh?
Huh?
You what?
I did who?
I heard that correct, right? You poisoned me?
Maybe. Potentially. I could have been a thing that I said.
I was never told that on the interview.
Well, the part about it is that you don't remember after it happens. But, it's just to make sure that you answer honestly.
It wasn't with a needle, was it? I don't like needles.
Oh no, it was with my with my little claws.
Okay, never mind. I like claws. I do not mind claws.
I'm glad. Well, by the way, Banshee, you're gonna have to deal with me sticking my tongue out at you because my tracking is being weird. So every so often, if you see
hey, I can stick my tongue. I could do the whole SpongeBob thing where I can stick my tongue out.
You were ready.
I
not planned, by the way. This was not planned. It just so happened to work out that way.
Yeah, I'm pretty quick on like, coming stuff with stuff on the spot.
Well, I hope that you're not very punny, because I am certified pun hater. I'm not really. I like to pretend that I am, but.
Okay.
Well, Banshee, last week I had a very, very wonderful, also blue guest, Yomi Quinley.
I know who you're talking about, Yomi!
Yes. And she imparted upon you a question. She didn't know it was going to be you, but as a tradition on this channel, we like to ask the last week's question that we had.
Okay.
So Yomi's question for you, Banshee, was, and this is a toughie, so I hope that you're prepared for this one.
All right.
What was your lowest point in life, and what did you do to recover from it? And if you were able to, what did you learn from that situation?
So, actually, this gets brought up pretty often. I have to basically tell this to almost everyone new that I meet that just become my friends. So, back in 2021, I was raising up money to move out because in my current state, I was very not happy with where I was living. My mental health was deteriorating really, really badly, and so I was doing really well on Twitch. I was doing really well. Like I started to boom like crazy, becoming a VTuber. And this wasn't my model back then. I used to look completely different. But what happened was I raised up money for a donathon to help me find a place. But one, I wasn't able to actually find the place yet, so I was just going to keep the money aside and wait until I was able to find one. And then two, I also had unemployment money. I had unemployment money, and at the time, I did my taxes, and I basically confirmed that Twitch is my job. Unemployment was basically saying, congrats, now that you have a job, you have a certain amount of time to use this unemployment money. Otherwise, all this money is just going to be worthless on this card. So I'm like, all right. And I could not use, this was from a bank where I could not transfer money out into it to be turned into cash, or I couldn't use it on bills and stuff. So it was literally just throwaway money. I used my unemployment money for stuff like giving subs and buying art stuff. That got some eyes on me, thinking I was using the donation money for the gift subs and stuff. That didn't like bother me too much, because I was just like, I know what I'm doing with my money. I'm holding on to this. It's still in my PayPal, and I've never had a bad experience with PayPal. I feel so bad for all the others that are just like, I can never get my $30 from PayPal because I'm so stupid. I'm just like, I'm sitting here with like $4,000 in it. I'm fine. But fast forward to the summer. My grandmother's workers comp ran out because she broke her foot back in November of 2020. She slipped in a puddle of piss. Not lying. She used to work in an old person facility, like a retirement home, and she slipped in it, broke her ankle. She was unable to walk. So from November all the way up until she was actually able to get surgery, she was not able to walk. Up until summer, workers' comp was taking care of us, but then it finally ran out. So nothing was being paid for. So literally nothing was being paid for. No rent, no water bill, no nothing. I decided to help with that, with the donation money, instead of wanting to move out, because my grandma wouldn't have a house, or with my cats, or even me, because I still wasn't able to find a house. Anyways, fast forward to September of 2021. I made another donathon. I made a bunch of goals and stuff. I woke up one morning during the donathon to a bunch of VTubers telling me to get off stream, to basically cancel myself. I'm not using the money for good use. And it was still when I still had unemployment money. People were seeing that I was getting art, so they're basically saying, get off. You're not using the money for the correct reason. Out yourself and all that. I was basically cornered. I was basically pushed into a corner to out myself. I didn't get a lot of good traction. I lost a lot of my friends. I lost a lot of support. I lost a lot in the span of a few days. I was seeing multiple quote tweets, and every time it did, it just ruptured my stomach, and I actually felt like I was not doing well. I was at my lowest. I almost was close to taking my life. I hate to say that, but that's how low I was. I absolutely was destroyed. I never in my life have been someone to cause that much drama, and never had that much people hate me. So in the few weeks that I took off streaming, I just tried to hang with friends in person. They didn't know what was going on. They just knew I was depressed and needed someone to be there for them. But then I came back a few weeks later, and I addressed it that I'm sorry if you guys hate me. I'm just going to continue on with my life. I'm still gonna try to move out, maybe at a later date, because the few weeks that I had to take off, that all the donation money from the latest donathon had to help with bills and stuff. So maybe in the later date, I'll do another donathon, and maybe I'll be able to move out. So I just continued to stream up until about February of 2022, and did a tiny little donathon, did a bunch of little fun challenges and stuff. Finally raised up enough to find a place, and I am now I wouldn't say happily. I am now content with living in Georgia, with some roommates who are also VTubers and who are trying to help me get on my feet. And it doesn't end there. I still technically was at my lowest. I stayed off Twitter from September all the way up until March, the day I moved out. Basically, just not giving Twitter the attention that it deserves. But yeah, that was my lowest. Just having to be canceled, having to lose a lot of support, having to lose multiple mutuals, friends, and people that I considered close as family. But yeah, that was at my lowest. And what did I learn? I learned that I am just not being as outputting as I used to be, because that led to people looking and being suspicious. And I also learned that don't let people control you on what you need to do with your life. You know, if you have to use money that you got from if you had to use money that you got as a gift for, you know, helping you, but then like an emergency comes up, like your pet, you know, needs to go to the vet, or you know, you need to pay a bill, otherwise you'll get evicted. Don't let people be like, oh, you can't use that for that. you were promised to use it for this. That was literally what happened to me, and I got in trouble for that.
Hearing that, it seems really ridiculous on their part. I mean, you literally needed it to continue living in your house at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no.
I'm sorry that you had to go through that, Banshee. I truly am.
It's okay.
Hopefully it is, as good as it can be, but it is getting better now for you. You're on the up and up.
I can't say I'm on the up and up, because of in 2022, I unfortunately lost my father, and my father was probably the second biggest supporter in my streaming career. He used to always be the one. He and I had such a rough beginning in like my life, but once we became adults, and once he was seeing that I was enjoying streaming and that I was making money and able to afford stuff and just take care of myself, he didn't even ask me if I was getting a real job. He basically knew that this was my job. But I sadly lost him in 2022, and shortly after I received his life insurance money, or like I received a portion of it. All of my brothers did, and I signed like something to basically claim it. And I used that mostly for bills, but some of it. That's how I have my model today. That's how I have a better stream setup. That's my dad basically has been carrying me from June 2022 up until around March of 2023. Sadly, the money did run out because, it wasn't going to last forever, and bills are always going to quickly make the money run out. I did use it for like going to TwitchCon, but it was absolutely worth it. And I got to meet a lot of cool friends, but yeah, up until March, finally like ran out of the money. And it's been hard, especially not just for me, but for almost all content creators and streamers and VTubers out there trying to make money, and people that are disabled, not able to get jobs, and wanting Twitch to be their like actual job, and then Twitch throwing all this 50-50, 80 or like 70-30, if you're in the top 10% of the streamers, is just kind of bullshit. So people going to Kick, people waiting for a better streaming site just to be able to make that bag. I'm in that same issue. I've been doing streams where I'm just playing some of my favorite games growing up and doing fun little donation challenges where, if you give me, $15, you'll make me reset my game. Oh no, I guess I'll have to redo it again. But if you do a bigger donation, you'll cause me to be like, oh shit, I guess I gotta do this now. But yeah, it's hard to make money. I'm currently trying to see a therapist in August. So I'm trying to like better myself, and I'm trying to get by. It's hard, but I can't say I'm in the worst position. If the worst position would be on the street, homeless, not able to stream, you wouldn't ever see BansheeBOO again. I'm not in that position, so I can't say my position is as bad as anybody else's.
Yeah.
I have food. I'm eating spaghetti right now. I have some drinks. Have my setup. Talking to you. Doing all right for right now.
I'm glad to hear it. You do bring up a good point. This is like, I'm trying to figure out a way to word this properly, but when someone is, poor, and one of the things that they purchase over like food, for example, is clothing, it's because it makes them feel secure, right? But there's a stigma that is not the right thing that you're supposed to spend your money on, which is unfair. That is completely unfair. So when people are like, well, if you don't have money, you shouldn't be streaming. Streamers work really, really hard like incredibly hard to make this work for them. There is conscious effort going into it to make something that they love to do and that they can do work. And I don't think it's fair to tell somebody, you shouldn't be able to stream, or that you should stop streaming in that regard. So I'm very proud that you're like keeping at it. I hope that we get to see more and more of you in the future and as time goes on.
That means a lot, because streaming has been a dream career of mine for a very long time, and currently I've been trying to find jobs. Trust me, I've been trying to find extra ways to make that bag, so I don't have to keep stressing on if I'm going to make rent for the month and all that, or if I can, get more food than just, cheap ramen, popcorn, and maybe some cheap spaghetti supplies. But currently, Twitch is my best method right now, and possibly some other streaming site whenever it gets it like comes up. But currently, yeah, Twitch is my best.
Yeah, if you want, I can send you a list of like resources that I have. They're not like a get rich quick type things, but they are genuine. They're real, no scams. To make a little bit of extra money on the side, if that's something that you would like.
Yeah, that'd be nice if after this I'll take a look at that. I might have to apply for food stamps and stuff, and all that. But yeah, therapy is like the main thing I'm gonna try to focus on in August.
Perfect. I'm glad to hear it. Well, thank you for sharing that. I admire your strength and even willingness to share that with me, even in a live format. That does bring me to the question: why did you become a VTuber? How did you get from where you were back then to where you are now, today?
So, for the longest time, I've always wanted to be a streamer, and 2019, my dad helped me buy my first basic gaming setup, like the ones that are like the $800 that you would buy off Amazon, with like all the prepaid stuff inside the case and everything, and get the monitor and all that. So we set that up. I bought my microphone and all that, like a webcam that I'm using still whenever I go face cam mode, which is very rare, but I still have it. And I just started streaming. I just was playing Breath of the Wild. I mostly did it because I was very inspired by some folks in the Super Smash Bros. Community, and I wanted to get really good at playing Smash Bros. And going to the tournaments, winning money. I never got that good, but I was enjoying doing streaming. I used to go by a different nickname back then, but I felt so generic because it wasn't that special of a nickname. So I made a post on Twitter saying I would like to rebrand, and I would like to actually feel like I am someone, and when you hear this name, you'll think of me. But I'm gonna need help, and that's when one of my artistic friends literally messaged me immediately after I posted this and be like, "I heard you need a new nickname." I'm like, "Yeah, I needed like a new name to basically brand myself." And she just basically asked me, "Well, what do you like?" And I was, "What do you like? Tell us some things about yourself." I basically stated that I love Nintendo, I love Zelda. My favorite Mario character is a Boo. I think they're super cute, and I'm just as shy as them. And I love their long tongues. And funny enough, growing up, my grandmother, my nickname was Boo, so it makes sense. And then literally like 5 minutes later, my friend said, "I got it, BansheeBOO." And then I was like, I actually really love that. Where did you come up with the Banshee part though? And then she's like, you literally scream with me anytime we play video games. So you know what I'm talking about. I'm like, okay, you got it. While she was saying this though, she was also drawing this model. It's like very first reference sheet model in the background. And like 10 minutes later, she pops out with this character, with the wristbands, with the shirt and the ripped legs and the headphones and the long tongue and the fangs and everything. That's how it came to be. That's how BansheeBOO came to be. And then I decided to make him a mascot and just, make him like a character where BansheeBOO is my name, but the mascot is this character, which I named is Boo Boo. I'm not very creative, but his name is Boo Boo. So the person that you're looking at right now, his name is Boo Boo. And I was gonna just, have him be a really cool mascot for whenever I get art and stuff, and just have him be like my own original character. But then I found VTubing, and I knew VTubing was around for a while, but I thought it was mostly, just for Japanese and Japan restrictive. And then I saw Hololive EN, and that's when I saw Gura, Takanashi Kiara, Callie, Watson, and stuff. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I didn't know that, I didn't know it was locked, or I didn't know it wasn't locked. So I was watching them, and I'm like, this is pretty cool. So I just started supporting more VTubers. And then I was starting to see a lot more English VTubers popping in. And I'm like, okay, what if I turn Boo Boo into my VTuber character? And that's how it started. I was still face cam at the time, and I was still majorly supporting VTubers, but I was still invited by VTubers to collab. So I was a facecam streamer who was invited to play Dead by Daylight, Among Us, all these collab games, and they thought I was pretty cool. And then eventually, one of my friends made me a little 3D model for free for my birthday, and
yes.
It was really cool. That was the beginning of my VTuber career. So I started around 2021, around my birthday.
Perfect. Well, that is like honestly quite the long journey. Like, it's cool that like a mascot character was something that you were able to turn into a VTuber model. And honestly,
yeah,
when I look at your model, I'm like so giddy whenever I see all of the features that you show off. I love your eyes so much.
Thank you. Yeah, I have. So when I finally got this model, I love my VTuber mama, because the day that I asked her for a model from her, she was skeptical at first, because I just talked to her on the stream, and I was just like, hey, Strawberry, do you have commissions open? And then she was just like, I don't really know if I'll have commissions open. I don't really have like a queue or anything, but like if you just send me a DM asking what type of like art you're wanting, I'll look at it. And then I want a live 2D model from you. And she literally like just broke down. She's like, I really wanted to make a model for you. So now the fact that this is becoming true, this is making me happy. And she and I worked really well together. And I like, my favorite part of my model is, besides my tongue and like the hair and everything, I love my eyes. I love the eyes, because not many people can get non anime like eyes to move around and stuff. Plus, the eyeshadow is taken from my boy King Boo from Luigi's Mansion. I thought that was one of the coolest designs. I love the eyeshadow. And I specifically love King Boo from Luigi's Mansion 1, where he had like the red eyes and like the blue tongue and the light blue body. So that's where a lot of my inspiration came from. And then, of course, I have like the Bowser wristbands and the collar, and then everything else is just kind of everything else is just kind of original, like the tendrils and tentacle like hair being transparent and stuff. But yeah.
Yeah, that everything about your bottle is instantly like what you wanted was to be unique, to stand out from everybody else. And like, but in a simple way. Like, this is simplistically unique. And I love it. I love every aspect of your design. I have to know though, this determines the fate of everything in the universe. You might say the same one for where your inspiration came from. Who is the best Boo? King Boo, I should say.
Who is the best King Boo?
Yes.
Luigi's Mansion 1.
Okay. All right. We might have to fight a little bit because my personal favorite King Boo is from Super Mario Sunshine. But
the one that gambles at casino.
Yes. I love that one.
Okay. I love the little stoner boy, but like I don't know. I love the bloodlust from Luigi's Mansion King Boo more. Even actually in Luigi's Mansion 1, he wasn't really bloodlust. He was just like, haha, I finally tricked the Mario Brothers. All this time I've been dealing with you guys, and you've been always, killing my boos and stuff. I finally got the jump on you, and I'm finally happy about that. But then in Luigi's Mansion 2, he literally said, I'm here to paint the town red. And I'm like, oh, okay, King Boo just wants to murder now. Okay, cool. Cool. I just wish they kept his red eyes. I don't know why they kept I don't know why they changed his eyes from being red to purple and his tongue from blue to purple. I'm like, you had such a unique design.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just a strange Nintendo thing that they decided,
I don't know.
It's time to dial it back, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I like purple, but...
Well, I could tell.
Oh, and no, definitely not.
You sure? I mean, I have a few toggles to where I can change into the type of a different type of Boo based off of the Mario game. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I've heard it was because of quote unquote lost in translation of design. How do you lose red features in translation? The iconic King Boo. I don't even know.
Yeah, but some days, some people just want me to be a normal Boo.
Oh yes.
I lose the eyeshadow and everything. I just have the black dots. Yes. And I have the tongue and everything. My whole body goes white. Then I could be a red Boo, aka pink Boo from the Mario Party series.
Ah, yes.
I could be the Shadow Boos from Paper Mario, with the blue tongues and the purple body and the yellow eyes. I'm only missing the angry eyebrows. Here's everyone's this is a fan favorite, but there's this is the Bomb Boo from Mario Galaxy.
Yes. Oh,
everyone loves the Bomb Boo. And then here's Boo Lostis from Luigi's Mansion. Ooh. He's got he's got the eyeshadow too. It's more of just a darker blue rather than a black and the yellow eyes and everything. And then finally we got the man himself. We have King Boo.
Yes.
I need to change the brightness of the light blue, but yeah, I have his blue tongue, his red eyes, everything. I am a huge Boo lover.
Yes. I am literally holding back screeching. I'm like looking at
Oh,
all
hold
of
on.
these.
Just wait till you see the toggles of my outfits.
I'm ready. My
Are you?
body
Are you sure?
prepared. Maybe. Here, I'll give you the full screen right here.
All right, all right. What do you want to see first? You want to see 1 or 2?
Hit me with 2. I like 2s.
All right.
Yes. Yes.
I am in a maid outfit. And yes, this was requested by me. This was not commissioned or like be like, Banshee, please be in a maid outfit. Nope, this was requested by me. I wanted this, and then like I could also I love the outfit, the boots and everything, and the bows and all the little references of the boos on me, like all the shyness. And then I can have the cat ears
Yes.
or the bunny ears. Oh, bunny ears, bunny ears,
Yes.
based off of the two Paper Mario Ghost boos, with the cat ears and the bunny ears. And then here's one that surprisingly took me by storm because everyone absolutely loved it. I have PJs.
Yes. Oh my
And this
goodness.
one, everyone's favorite is the slippers, because you said that your favorite King Boo is Super Mario Sunshine. Well, if you notice that the slippers are based off of those big drooly big boys in the hotel attic where Yoshi has to eat them.
Yes.
They're the slippers.
I'm gonna pull you up just a touch.
Yeah, you'll have to pull me up.
Yes,
And
I
you'll
love
see
the boys. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I'm like, okay. I'm calm. I'm okay.
Are you?
I will have to, after this stream, go scream into a pillow. This is so awesome.
Yeah. This outfit was inspired by my offline screen that you see on my channel if you ever like visit my Twitch channel while I'm offline. I'm wearing the same exact outfit. I'm cuddling a Mifa plushie, and then I literally just decided to turn this into an outfit and be like, I'm wearing this whenever I'm being comfy cozy or if it's like sleepy time.
Yes, I'm a big Boo fan. You know, like top 3 Mario characters for me are like King Boo, Goomba, and Shy Guy. Not in any particular order. Listen. I love Goombas, but for a reason that you probably wouldn't expect.
Okay. Getting a little lewd there.
Hold the phone. No, that's not the reason. Listen.
Okay.
Top tier Super Mario Party character is Goomba.
Oh no. Goomba got like a mid dice roll. Look at the tier list.
No, hold the phone. Listen, I play Goomba low and slow. No one expects me to come in and crush, and I crush with Goomba.
I play Boo, and he's got like 2 -3 coins and mostly 7s.
Well, yeah, but Goomba's got the +2 and like the most mid dice that you could ever get. What else could you ask for?
All right. There's also one more toggle that what just started out as a doodle. I will zoom back in.
You are big,
but
again.
I am big. This started out as a doodle because I asked how would Boo Boo look in a punk rock outfit, and they surprised me with a new alt hairstyle, which I absolutely love. So this is Boo Boo with a ponytail.
Ah! That's the best I can do without blowing everybody's eardrums out. Holy shit. This is awesome.
Yeah.
I love this.
Yeah, I love the. This just started out as a sketch, but then I showed this to my artist, and I'm like, "Hey, is it possible? Like, how much for an extra hairstyle toggle?" And they're like, "Oh my god, wait, yes, please." And then yeah, they even added a like the freaking scrunchie or whatever is also like a spiked wristband.
Yes. Yes. Oh my yes. Please. If I had any of it, I would toss money at you. Like, oh my god.
you're perfectly fine. I have two more funny redeems where like you can put on some gamer shades for me.
Classic.
And then there's a redeem called Babu because it goes back with a close friend of mine who is Japanese and is who is learning English and doing super well, but she would always say Babu. So I have a customized binky that has like an angry black star on it, like from Mario Party.
Oh, I love that. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, look, even Wolfie's posting the emotes. Babu.
It's Babu.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. Oh, it's so cute. Everything.
That's about everything I could show besides like my expressions and stuff.
I have trained myself to not go speechless. I have a tendency when people are showing off model features to lose the capability of speaking. So, okay, composure.
You're good. I got to all of them besides the the toggles and like the expressions. I got all the outfits, all the accessories out of the way.
All right, are you willing to share all of your toggles that you have? The expression toggles, I mean.
Yeah. I might be getting some more in the future, but for now, we have we have your angry. We have the cry.
Oh no.
Yeah, you made me cry. We also have just the tears cry, where like in case anybody likes spoiling me, I just put on the cry except while I'm smiling. We have a shock. The shock is really nothing. You just see like it to the side. You've seen already the blush.
Mm-hmm.
I've been kind of using it throughout the night. I have my starry-eyed, if you can't tell. That's when I'm mostly excited. I used this a lot when like Tears of the Kingdom gameplay was being shown. I have a dread. I need this one to be fixed because I don't like how there's a straight line in front of the face that you can see. That needs to be adjusted. But it's still, my dread. And then finally we have the hard eyes for when like I absolutely am like in love with something.
Yes. Oh my goodness. I love everything about it. Like, I already loved your model, but seeing everything all at once right next to themselves is like, yes. I'm huge nerd for models. Part of the reason why I've made this show, by the way, is because I love seeing people's designs and how they got there, like the process for it. Because there's so much that people put in that nobody really thinks about when you've showcased it. It's like, that could be anything. The maid outfit could be anything. The pajamas could be anything. The hair could be anything. But the way it came to be is what I love the most.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing all of that with me.
You're very welcome. The funny part about all this is that I got to meet my artist in person even before my model was created.
Oh, hell yeah.
I got to meet Strawberry VT I got to meet Strawberry VT at TwitchCon last year, and it was a blast. And oh my gosh, she's so sweet. Oh my gosh, she's so bubbly and energetic, and just basically how you would see her on her streams. So cute. You guys absolutely very talented artist who loves cute pastel colors and art styles, and also hugely in love with Nintendo. She recently made all the characters into like the funny little elephant power up that you saw
Yes.
in Super Mario Bros. Wonder. And it is literally the cutest art in the world. Oh my god, I love her art so much.
Oh my goodness. Now, is it just Strawberry VT? No, any other special things?
It's just Strawberry. She has the Twitch name Strawberry, just
That's
Strawberry.
it.
And
Oh my god. Okay.
it's a pink pastel cow that you'll like cow VTuber. Strawberry cow, basically.
Let me pull this up just to make sure that I don't absolutely destroy anything. I will make sure to get a shout out here. Wild that she was able to get that name. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. I will definitely be following them as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a hunter. Or a huntress, I should say.
Yeah, that is my moother.
That's wonderful.
She's been doing a bunch of art fights recently. She's been busy. But eventually, someday, whenever I have the money, I'll be able to get an actual ref sheet of BansheeBOO, because I don't have one. Like, I have my model and everything, but I do not have a ref sheet. And one part that I would like to always have on my ref sheet is the fact that BansheeBOO does have a tail, like the little Boon tail nubby that you see. It's just hidden a lot, and he's very shy about it.
A tiny little baby tail. So cute.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, you mentioned that like you started off by seeing all these more English VTubers. Were there any like big inspirations for you among them, or was it more of the friends around you that encouraged you to take this path as you were
in the very beginning? My top inspirations that I saw were, you got the original Kizuna AI being one of them, and her screaming "fuck you, fuck you, fuck you," and like giant titties and stuff. But the one that I enjoyed watching the most was Pikami.
Mm-hmm.
And Takanashi Kiara. I was watching Kiara one day, and that was the day that I felt more connected to her than just a big streamer talking to a viewer. I felt like she and I were, I would just say like a
Like she was put in the same heart.
Yes, yes.
A heart to heart, exactly.
Okay.
She had someone in her chat basically state that they were watching Kiara in the hospital, and that they didn't have much time left, and Kiara broke down, and it was hard for her to process this, and she didn't say the typical "I hope you feel better" and stuff. She said like, we are KFP, we are like phoenixes, we will rise from the ashes once again, and I hope to see you in like another life and stuff. And she just basically like, she spoke the truth, and it was like a realistic side. And seeing her break down and cry like also hurt me badly. But a lot of people in the chat were like, "Hey, don't believe it, it's fake and stuff and all that." But she's just like, "You don't know that, guys. You actually don't know that. Like, someone actually could be watching. Like, this could be their last stream or like the last day watching me, and they had the courage to tell me that. So, Kiara, right then and there, I was just like, wow, oh my god, like she took that so well, and she handled that perfectly, and she just killed it. And then after that, a bunch of more English VTubers came to be, and then I was just like, I want to join in. But yeah, Kiara, Pikami, and some of the others have definitely been inspirations all my life, especially starting VTubing. But then after I actually became a VTuber, it mostly just became like very close friends.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All the other VTubers that I have met and becoming so talented and creative with what they are doing. Yeah.
Yeah, the drive of them, improving also pushes you to improve as well. Hopefully that healthy dynamic of continuing to push yourself forward. There is to bounce off of that Kiara moment where somebody says, don't listen. There is this. Get out of there. We don't want you.
Get bumped.
I bet it's been a while since I've been able to do that. That felt great. Mm-hmm. So there is this college speech that I have, or it's a commencement speech, but I feel that can be applied to any aspect of life. It's called "This Is Water" by the late David Foster Wallace, and in that speech, I won't go over the entirety of it. It's 22 minutes long. The main point that he drives home is you can choose to go to your default setting and think that everybody around you lives to surround you. But what David Foster Wallace it posits is that sometimes all life takes is remembering there is a possibility that the person next to you is struggling with something that you can't even begin to fathom. And just having that thought process is enough to take you out of like the automatic mode of like, oh, this person's in my way. It takes a lot of effort, and he even admits it in his speech, to even think about this in the first place. But remembering that people deal with tons of shit on the daily, and having some consideration for people, even if it is a lie, is much better for your life. And he posited the idea that is true freedom, being able to think that way for yourself rather than just defaulting to being angry all the time, or never trusting a single soul.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely think it is a worthwhile speech to watch. Good time in the in-between. Thank you for the raid, Creep Show. And I will say, thank you for the raid earlier, Starlight Endless. I'm sorry I didn't get to you. We were very deep in conversation. This has been a great interview so far. Let's get some shout-outs out here. How are you feeling, Banshee? Are you doing all right? Doing all good?
I'm doing great. I mean, I'm very open about what I've basically said, and I have nothing to hide, and nothing is uncomfortable to me. I'm vibing. I got to talk about my model origin, my nickname origin, my cancellation, my VTuber model. I'm good. My inspirations, yeah, I'm all good.
Perfect. Wonderful. I actually really like that metaphor that I don't know if you choose to live by it, but that we are phoenixes that rise again, and that persists in also our normal lives. So where you are today is, well, you being reborn in that regard.
Yeah.
Very excited and very cool. I have a question for you.
Okay.
This question comes from somebody who was on the show as well, not necessarily directed towards you. This question, though, I loved to the point where it has become a part of my like almost routine to ask this. But if there was one trait that you could impart onto someone who watches your streams, what trait would you want them to have?
When you say trait, like what do you mean exactly?
So if it's something like your sense of humor or your kindness or being humble, stuff along those lines.
Honesty and loyalty.
Very good. We could use a lot more of that.
I need people to be honest, and I need people to be loyal goes a long way. When I say loyalty, I just mean, if you say it's so hard to explain loyalty, but mostly just honesty, and honesty could also connect with loyalty.
So with that, it's like if somebody says they're going to do it, they'll do it, or they don't just say words behind your back and gossip.
Exactly.
Yeah. Just to have you there as a person, and
exactly.
Yeah, I see what you
mean.
I
need people to be honest with me, and I need people to be loyal to the point where it's not a burden to be loyal.
Mm-hmm. That is, I think that a lot of people could definitely take that trait. I think they need it. It's hard to find a genuine soul out there these days.
Yeah, it is. Positivity is also one trait that I would like. Another one, just try to be a little more positive and going in life. Some people, have it so much worse, and I get sometimes you having a bad week, you got your favorite shoes wet, or your debit card information got stolen, or I don't know, your food gone rotten and you're out of power and stuff. It eventually get better. And there's always ways to get around, and if you have friends and family that are willing to help you, it'll definitely get easier.
Yeah, definitely. I lived by the mantra for a very long time that tomorrow will come. You need to reach for tomorrow, and what you feel in this moment does not define who you are, and does not define you for the rest of your life. It's very important to tell yourself that sometimes, I think. Now, on that regard, somewhat similar question. Is there a trait that you had that you disliked, or sorry, not had, but have, that you used to dislike, but now that you've become a content creator, you've begun to enjoy it a little bit more?
I don't know. I'm kind of my same self I'm kind of my same self. I am not a just chatting streamer, so being able to talk with my chat is very hard for me, and a lot of my viewers are lurkers, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I usually am pretty quiet whenever I'm playing games and stuff, so I used to actually do much better. Like, this question is kind of the opposite for me. Like, I used to actually do so much better by myself when I was first starting out, because I was expected to not have that many people watching me or talking to me in chat, and I was able to actually just talk, or like basically just talk about the game or talk about myself, or but now the fact that I'm always hanging with friends or I'm always invited to collabs, it's kind of hard for me to do that nowadays. I do so much better when I have a friend in chat to talk to them. Otherwise, I will get sleepy or tired. But yeah, it's basically the exact opposite for me. I used to be better at talking to myself when I first started, but now that I've become a lot more friends and stuff, it's been harder. So that would be the trait that got worse for me as I kept going. But for one that I didn't like in the beginning to now, that would probably be...
If you don't have
I don't
one,
know.
don't gotta worry about it. You love it.
I do. I'm trying to have more of a backbone. I'm trying to not be the floor mat that people can just step on and then get away with it. Mm-hmm. Back then, I used to be very, not cowardice, but just, I would just be quiet and I would just basically accept what just happened. And then I'd be like, I don't know what to do about it. But if that happened now, I would probably stand up for it. I'd probably, if it involved my friends, I would probably stand up for them. There's a lot of stuff going on. There's so much shit happening in the VTuber community where people are being outed for being awful people, and then sometimes they're attacking my friends, so I'm not going to let that slide and stuff.
Yeah, have that strong voice when you need it.
I'm trying to have that strong voice. I'm still very, very shy and very... It seems like I'm cowardice, but I don't know what to say. I really think about what I'm going to say, and sometimes I just back out. And then I think about it in the shower, and then I'm like, dang it, I could have won that argument.
Oh boy, do I feel you there, 100%.
Yeah, you're literally in the shower, you're like, man, I would have won all these arguments.
Yeah, if I did this one thing, but arguments these days happen over the course of seconds, not, long and drawn out anymore, so... Mm-hmm. Now, I will say, I also feel you in that regard of feeling like you've gotten worse doing solo streaming. I used to, back in the olden days, I used to do YouTube. And I was a very, very strong personality on YouTube. I didn't have a lot of subscribers, but I could hold my own. And I did amazing streams, in my opinion. But as I started doing VTuber stuff, I realized that I wasn't very good anymore I started slowly not getting very good at playing games and chatting at the same time. It's part of the reason why I stopped playing games and I made this show, because I needed a focus, a dedication to the chatting aspect where I plan the stream in advance. I needed to adapt. And the other day I did it. I played a game on my own. I felt awful, felt terrible, felt like I couldn't do it. I wasn't that good. Even though I know for a fact that these interviews are good. I run them well. And it's hard. It's rough in these streets, I swear.
Oh yeah, it is.
And yes, I will say, in regards to, saying that you might be coward, there is no cowardice in the way that you've approached things, at least not in my eyes. There is a difference between running away from it all and just having to deal with it. And you have chosen to keep going. That is strength, at least in my eyes. I won't lie. I read their name as BBQ Fest for the longest time because
everyone does. Everyone, trust me, everyone reads it as BBQ Fest. No, it's breakfast.
I'm sorry, breakfast. I was like, man, that B is looking mighty like an R. Oh, my dyslexia just kicked in. Oh yes, I agree with what breakfast is saying.
Yeah, see, or barbecue. Everyone calls him barbecue.
Thank you, barbecue. And Riz Chan. We love these names. I love these names. Okay, you mentioned you played Smash Brothers. Sorry to segue into a new topic, but
you're good.
I've known you, like, the first time I ever saw you was streaming Smash Brothers with Alara, and that's when my interest was piqued. Because I love Smash. I'm not that good at it, but I love it. You practice for tournaments. Who was your main? Who did you go with?
I go Ganondorf.
Ganon?
Yeah.
That is very based. I love that so much.
Yeah, Ganondorf is my best character, even though Smash Bros. Has been doing him dirty since Melee. He's just not a good character. Everyone who is afraid of him just never, like, always respects him, and that's what they don't need to do, because he is slow, he is heavy, he is easy combo food, he is easy to throw off the ledge, he's easy to edge guard, he's dead probably faster than he can kill you.
This is fair.
But I've been a huge Zelda fan all my life. Ganondorf is probably one of the coolest villains that I know, besides like Sephiroth and some others. And I'm just like, I wish they would actually do Ganon justice. He's not a Captain Falcon clone with a sword. And I'm tired of Smash Bros. Not giving him the love like he is deserved. Literally all these DLC characters are getting all the attention. Oh yeah, this gun will make this sound from this certain game if you do this input. Alright, why can't you make Ganon float like he did in Ocarina of Time? Why you gotta make him freaking Captain Falcon upbeat but worse? Why you gotta make his recovery worse if he gets punished? I don't get it!
Don't worry, I feel you so much, because top 3 picks for me, one of them is Ganondorf. I love playing Ganondorf as one of my mains.
I don't get it.
I do as well, but I also play him like an absolute maniac, and I terrify people when I do. Me and you resonate, Banshee. I promise.
But funny enough, when Smash Bros. Was first coming out, when I was literally at my job at the time, I was watching the trailer for when it was announced, and everyone is here. Literally, I was like, manager, can I go home? I didn't actually, but the moment I saw that, I freaking flipped my shit so much. I got to actually like test out the game later on in the months. It was around I think September or November. There was a Best Buy about 4 or 5 hours from where I lived, and me and my IRL friend went down to go test the game, and we got to play as Ridley, we got to play as Ganondorf, we got to play as Inkling, we got to try it out and see how it is. and I was playing Ganondorf, and I did his F smash, and I'm like, why does this have more range than Ike's? Why does this? Why does he feel like just like Captain Falcon, slow, heavy Captain Falcon, but with like Ike up smash and F smash and clown down smash? Like, what is this? And then I started playing Inkling, and I'm like, I think I'm gonna try to main Inkling because I was a huge Splatoon fan at the time. I did pretty well with Inkling. I went to a few local tournaments and I won some cash prizes. But then people were starting to beat me as Inkling, and then so I started using Mario. Didn't do too well, and then I'm like, all right, I'll use my Smash 4 main. I'll use Lucina. Didn't do too well, even though I know Lucina's broken. So I was just like, fuck it, I'm using Ganondorf. And then, like, my biggest rival was a Bowser, and so what did I do? He was a heavy, so I just did the bread and butter combo where I just down through, grabbed him, down through, and then like a bunch of nairs, and he was already at like 60%, and then I just like cheesed him with like a back air or like an F smash, and I was just taking stocks. And I'm like, never mind, I'm gonna start picking up Ganon.
Very based. That's where they get you.
Yeah, but then I was like, yeah, he's still trash, and everyone's like, what do you mean? He's so good. He just shits out damage. I'm like, yeah, he shits out damage, but he probably will be. He could be pushed off the ledge by like Mario's water, and he's dead.
Yep.
He doesn't need to be damaged to die.
See, he's one of those characters I feel is really good. Or not good, sorry. He's really bad on paper. Like, statistically, everything points to him being a bad character. Even Nintendo thinks he's terrible. But
in canon, he'd probably be like one of the strongest strongest characters in the game.
Yeah. But
it's only like the Master Sword is able to take him down. Who's the only one with the Master Sword? Link. That means Link would also be at like the top tier. Maybe Sephiroth is up there just because he can freaking summon Supernova, but other than that, Ganondorf is probably the scariest like Nintendo villain.
Yeah. But he is also really, really fun to play overall. Like he's one of the funnest characters.
I absolutely love when I get Ganondittos online.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I don't even care if I lose. If I lose, well, that's on me because I just got out cheesed, or like I got comboed on. But I love Ganondittos, and they're so fun.
Yeah, my 3 ones are Inkling, Ganondorf, and I go back and forth between, you'll hate me for this, Pyramithra and Bowser.
Okay, I don't dislike Pyramithra. Okay, I also forgot to mention, when, like, after the trailer stuff of Everyone Is Here, and I got to try out, the thing, that was like early summer actually, but then they showed the Castlevania Simon Belmont trailer. I was not hyped for that direct because I didn't play a Castlevania game at that time, so I was just not interested in the character or the series, and so I'm like, I don't care that Simon Belmont got in. But then I actually watched it, and I was like, okay, this is kind of cool. But then the cherry on top at the very ending, introducing another villain, my boy King K. Rool from Rareware came back, and I flipped my shit. Oh, I love that. I'm like, oh my god, I don't care if he's like the worst character in the world. I need to main him. And then I got to go to a freaking mall that had like a Smash Bros. Like play session, and the line was so short, I just kept going into the line and playing K. Rool and back airing everyone's stocks like crazy. Oh, it was the best game in the world. He was so good at the beginning of Ultimate, and then they had to nerf him.
I can feel your pain. Please, let me absorb all of it, because Silver knows. I hate playing against K. Rool.
I love K. Rool!
I hate playing against him. Like, sure, he's fine to play as, but oh my goodness, I do not like playing against K. Rool. Same with Snake, same with Rob. There's something about the way that they play that.
I hate snakes because when I went to the locals, this dude just happened to frickin' drive like 2 hours out of town to come to our little area to take $60 from us. And I'm like, why? You could probably make so much more in the towns that you're. Why are you coming to take 60 from us? And then I finally destroyed him when I went frickin' Inkling and Mario, and I was like, all right, well, you can come here anytime. I'll destroy you.
It's over.
I don't like Snake. And anytime I play him, I never use grenades. Like, I only use like the F tilts and like the nairs and fairs. And maybe Nikita's and up smash, but other than that, I can't do the whole grab grenade Z drop and then grab another grenade and then toss it and then shit out damage like that. No, I just use straight up, like, I make Snake a fist fighter.
Yeah.
And then Rob, he's just annoying.
Yeah, he's...
I don't mind him because I'm able to get around him, and he keeps shooting out his gyro, and I'm Ganon, so I'm just going to toss it at him. They never shield. Rob's never shield. Literally every time I go against a Rob, anytime I'm able to grab the gyro, I'm able to hit them, and I'm able to combo it into a nair and then kill them, and then keep grabbing the gyro, and they're freaking useless. And they're like, "What do I do?" I'm like, "I'm Ganon. What do you mean? What do you do?"
Yeah, you just hit buttons and you win.
You just down tilt.
Silver there is not necessarily his mains are those three, but he does play those three, and every character, even normal projectile characters, I feel like they have this zone that you're allowed to approach in. But when it comes to those three, the zone becomes a maze, and you have to work your way through a maze in order to even reach them. And if you mess up once, they have reset the maze for you.
Yep.
It's so frustrating.
I love K. Rool though. I've been recently modding my Switch again. And oh my god. Even though Nintendo doesn't do any of them justice, the mod team sure does. We have freaking Captain K. Rool. We have freaking all the versions of Ganondorf back. We have cool ass Mario mods. I brought back my Fire Mario. Yes. Oh my god, that is one reason why I don't main Mario anymore, is because I used that alt in Smash 4 and I loved using it. And then they got rid of it and I was really upset. I'm like, how are you gonna keep Fire Luigi but not keep Fire Mario? I don't care if he's Mario Maker. This shit mid.
Give us Fire Mario. Base game. Oh my goodness. I enjoy your passion for the game. I would love to, if I didn't have like probably the worst controller luck ever, I would love to play more Smash, but every controller I have generates some form of drift.
GameCube.
Yeah, I've started on the GameCube controller. I have a little silly third party. It's not really third party. It's officially endorsed, but it's that red Mario wired one. The C stick falls off all the time. I'll be flicking it and it's gone. The C stick's disappeared. But yeah, I'll practice a bit more. Silver, fuck you. I don't hate mazes. Mazes hate me. So All right, Banshee, I think that this is a great time to go take a break, especially because I do need to run to the restroom. Is that all
Okay.
good with you?
Yeah, I'm good.
Perfect. Anybody in chat? Not quite yet. Hold on to them. But if you have any questions for Banshee, get them all ready and typed up. We will be back in just a moment. Give us like 5-ish minutes. That should be just enough time for all things to be taken care of. We'll see you in just a moment. There's the screech.
2,
One. I mean, thank you for
let's
cutting
go.
off. All right, everybody, we are back. So we got a few questions in here right away. First one from Silver. Silver asks, what are your opinions on Steve, Kazuya, and Aegis in regards to the balance of Smash Ultimate?
Steve can stay banned. Kazuya? I mean, Kazuya's broken, but like, I can get around Kazuya a lot easier than Steve. And Pythra, I don't know. I just wish, it didn't come down to DLCs being still the
Ultra
ones carrying the
dominant.
meta. Yeah, like we have Rob and Wolf still that are some of the best, and Lucina and Cloud, but it's mostly DLCs, and it's always the ones that always like to show up. Like in Smash 4, it used to be Ryu because it was something brand new. It was like just auto turnaround and stuff, and being able to combo into stuff. And now you got that on Kazuya with like 84 different inputs.
Yep.
And they only need Electric Wind God Fist to literally cause it 0 to death.
Yeah, when it was new and fresh, it was OP, and then they were like, "Okay, we're done with that. They're free. No more. We're gonna make them harder to play."
Yeah.
The classic DLC mantra. Now, Spyro is asking, if you could make one minor or major change to your model, what would you do differently, and why, if so?
If I could make one change to my model, it would probably be... I don't know. I love my model too much. Mostly just the outfit. Like, it's a very basic outfit with just a normal t-shirt and ripped jeans and high boots. But it's mostly the outfit.
Fair enough. I usually ask that question at the very beginning, but I found that a lot of people recently have just been like, yeah, I love my model. I would not change a single thing about it. The question being, if you were not a ghost, a Boo inspired VTuber, what would you be instead? And people don't like answering this question all too much.
For the longest time, I really wanted a own furry model character to be based off of me, and it was supposed to be like a red panda / cat hybrid. So I guess I guess it'd be a furry VTuber.
I see. So I know a certain clown in chat whose ears probably perked up because that was their other inspiration. They were also going to be a red panda VTuber as well, but decided to go for a clown instead.
Oh, I see.
Still waiting for the clown onesie, the little sleepy slumber party. Not the clown, the red panda onesie for the slumber parties. I have a silly question for you.
Okay.
That bar behind you, I have been collecting ideas for drinks from the people that I interview. And out of curiosity, if you could have one drink at that bar, and you could name that drink, what kind of drink would you go with? Also, thank you for all the gifted subs.
Yeah, you said you have this bar behind me. I see some 5 gift subs behind me.
Oh, yeah. I appreciate it so much.
If I had to choose a drink, it would probably be a cocktail called the Blue Hawaiian. because it literally like is my color scheme. I've never had the blue Hawaiian. I've heard lots of good things about it.
But it's blue.
But it's literally blue and white, and I've been to Hawaii like 8 times. So like, what more?
Yeah, it's perfect. Now, if you could have a special name for it, you know, like let's just assume copyright reason. If it was a
Blue
name,
Hawaiian. I don't know.
You know what?
I'm not creative.
That is actually perfect. That is, I love it. We're going with that one. The Boo Hawaiian. I love that one. That is incredibly creative. All right. My next question is, if you could ask the next interviewee anything, and you don't know who they are, but if you could pay them forward a question, what would you ask them?
I need to think about this for a minute. I probably would have to ask them. Oh, actually, I do. I know what to ask. Are you happy on where you currently are in your VTubing career? And if you're not, what is one thing you would want to change?
This is a tough question. But we love tough questions on this show.
Yeah. Mine is, are you happy with where you are in your career? Are you content on where you are? And if you're not, what is one thing you wish to change to further improve on your goals?
Yes, very good. So fun fact, after your interview tonight, there won't be another one for a while since I'm taking a little bit of a break. I did a whole thing that I typically know in advance who the next interviewee will be. But I don't. I haven't planned that far out yet. This is going to be fun. The first person I pick will be... I love this. This is why I love these questions. The pay it forward question, an amazing idea. I'm going to gloat that one. All right. And if nobody else has any questions, it's not done with question time, but Banshee. Who would you like to rate?
So their name is let me check if they're still alive.
Just in case, you never know.
Just in case. Their name is Vine Hellebore, and they are a non-binary bunny VTuber who is doing a uncapped streamathon currently because they are currently planning on moving, and they've been a huge support for the past few weeks, and I've been hanging with them playing some Power Wash and absolutely love their vibes. Very comfy, cozy, very chaotic at times. Their pronouns are they, them, and they're a clumsy bun, and they're also super cute. So it'd mean a lot if we could raid them.
Perfect. Could you actually send that to me? Because I am a terrible audio speller.
Yeah, I got you.
Thank you. I spelt it as it sounded, but I was definitely wrong. Yeah, 100% wrong. Thank you. Oh goodness. No audio.
They're currently playing Valorant, and I apologize. I don't want to send your chat over to Valorant.
Oh no, what? My chat can deal with it. Okay, we're celebrating the help of somebody else. So
This is true.
All right, Banshee. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. You've been
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you've been an absolute delight. And I would love more opportunities to talk with you, even just beyond, these streams that I do. So keep in
Yeah.
touch.
Yeah, please. I am very bad at messaging. I am a boo, so I'm usually pretty shy. But if you're really if you're willing to reach out to me, and I'm able to actually find time to, like, able to do stuff, I'm down. But I can't guarantee that I'm always free because I even had to make a post on my Twitter, sorry X, that please be patient with me. I can't be invited to everything, and getting yelled at by friends and mutuals being like, "You never showed up," always hurts because I always try to be, but I have a very small brain, and it's hard for me to always keep up on track on what to do. And I always put my friends first before me, and I need to stop doing that because it's leading me to not stream myself, and I'm so low energy that I don't even want to stream, and that this is my job.
Yep.
It's like me. That's basically me calling in sick because I'm deciding to go to a friend's birthday collab instead.
Yep. You gotta make sure that you don't deal with that burnout by taking care of the you.
Yes.
It's the most important part. Very embarrassing, by the way. I hope you didn't have your OBS up or your alerts up. I just realized that I hadn't followed you yet, and that that's the second time.
Don't worry.
That's the second time this has happened to be on the show.
Don't worry. I have the follow button right there on your channel, and I can't click it because I'm a huge VTuber supporter, and I love supporting everyone of any size. I hit my follower limit on Twitch.
I didn't even know that was possible.
You can follow up to 2,000 people. After that, every time you try to hit the follow button, it fills up with a funny little white heart, and then it immediately unfollows. So,
rest in peace, your notifications.
Yeah, we don't talk about that.
Every hour, your phone buzzes up a story.
Every hour?
Well,
try every 30 minutes.
30 minutes, yeah, when people start on the half hour.
when anybody literally, 2 p.m. EST is probably the most popular time. Literally, I was was waiting for someone to go live, and then I see 18 other people going live at the same exact time, and I'm like, oh, nice to see you here. I'm not gonna. Okay, I'll watch you later. No. I didn't know you were streaming at this time. No. All right. Got rid of. Yeah, it was basically that.
Classic. All right, well, we are going to send everyone off on this raid. Banshee, when is the next time that you will be streaming?
I will most likely be streaming sometime today around 5 p.m. EST, playing Oracle of Seasons / Ages, and I'll be doing another one of those like donation challenges. Currently, I am playing Ages, and I'm halfway through the game, but for $15, you can make me reset, and for every 40, you can make me stop playing Ages and swap over back to Oracle of Seasons, which I need to start from the scratch over there. And then it's vice versa, every 15 I'll reset, and every 40 I'll keep swapping back and forth. So, yeah, that is how I'm making the money, because Twitch is not nice to me. But otherwise, yeah, I'll be playing Oracle of Ages tomorrow.
Awesome. Glad to hear it.
Oracle of Ages at 5 p.m. EST. That's 2 p.m. PST, 3 p.m. MST, 4 p.m. CST.
Perfect. And you all better be there. Make Banshee suffer, lovingly. Oh, why did I shout out? That was another command I wanted.
It doesn't matter. Shut them out because,
I mean, we're heading on over there.
Yeah, this is true.
A classic Irisu moment. I always do that by mistake. I will see everybody tomorrow, but
Yay!
I don't know that. I need some way of shouting this out. Well, the day after, whatever. It'll happen. Next Tuesday and Friday for myself, I will not be having poison points. Gonna change it up a little bit, take a bit of a break, reevaluate, gather all my information, and keep going on from there. So, all right. Have a good night, everybody. I hope to see you sometime in the future. And yeah, this is my favorite part. We get to sit in the end screen, unmuted. Nobody can stop us.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yo, I woke up Kirby with that.
Yeah, I think Kirby tried to sleep over here. Let him do his thing. No.
Sorry, Kirby.
Kirby's checking it out. Kirby don't trust nobody. Alright, I have sent the raid.